Hey, it's Spence from WPLaunchClub with your WordPress tip of the day. You know, one of the things about using WooCommerce as the basis for almost all of our solutions is it's very extensible. It's kind of like Lego blocks, where if you have the main system, you can buy accessories of all kinds and they simply snap together. Now, when we are doing a consultation at WP Launchify, 99% of the time we're going to recommend an extension to solve the problem rather than custom coding. And this is coming from somebody who writes custom plugins. The reason we do it that way is to improve the likelihood that you're not going to be stuck in the future with some kind of spaghetti code or custom coded snippet. In the old days we had to do that, not so much anymore. Now let's extend that into the concept of emails. WooCommerce has the ability to send transactional emails. Those are emails that are about the purchases and the follow-ups from the purchases. And they differ, or I should say they kind of dovetail, with marketing automation emails. Those are emails that are designed to actually kind of follow from the same transaction, but they're not really the things that come from WooCommerce. I like to suggest that all of our clients at Launchify, WP Launchify in fact, do transactional emails natively in WooCommerce and save the automation emails for things that cannot be accomplished there. And in order to make this easier, I'm going to show you today one of several plugins that allow you to customize the transactional emails from WooCommerce to make them look and feel and act exactly as you want for better reception and really a greater experience with the users. This one is from YayMail, and it's the YayMail Pro WooCommerce Email Customizer. The plugin basically provides a dashboard, and I'm going to just go over some of the features here quickly, that gives you drag and drop control over not only the look and feel, but also the content for all the various emails that are available in the WooCommerce transactional section. Now we can see what those are here. In the default WooCommerce, you'll get certain ones, and then if you add, for example, WooCommerce subscriptions, which I'm using here, you'll get additional options. Any of these can be examined and used for customizing. So for example, when we're talking about a new order, if somebody sets up their new account when they're registering and logging in, this will allow us to customize what this looks and feels like. And this is a big deal. Let's start with the actual elements themselves. Out of the box, you'll notice when I roll my mouse over, I get a Gutenberg, or almost an even better than Gutenberg experience. It's kind of like the combination between something like an Elementor and a Gutenberg. I can change the image. So for example, if I don't want the logo that comes from WooCommerce, which I don't, I'm going to go ahead and customize the look and feel of this. Super easy, right? I can do the same thing with regard to the background color and all the obvious things. Now, I'm not going to choose that color. Let's choose something that would be obviously complementary, maybe the orange or something. Next, I can go ahead and modify the same for any of the existing email blocks, I suppose they're called. I'm at a loss for word, but the blocks. So if I don't want to say welcome to, I could say, congrats, you're in. The idea, though, is that this is what will be sent out as the default template. I can also preview the emails as they might look. And I can also do the responsive, which is really quite handy because a lot of times you might want to change the font size or the positioning based upon how wide the responsive viewing area is. I can also add other custom blocks. So for example, we've got basic, general, and WooCommerce. This is really interesting because now I can customize something where if what I want to do is maybe put in a custom HTML or a video. I don't really recommend that you place a video into an email, but technically you could. You could go ahead and change the placeholder image if you wanted. Let's pick something appropriate here. But you can also add the actual video itself by putting the URL of the video here. Now, I'm not going to go over the techniques of what you should or shouldn't do. I'm just pointing out that this makes it super easy to make the layout you want in an HTML5 compatible email format with very little work. The most important part of this block is probably this one here. This allows me to customize the look and the feel of what I'm going to send somebody because this is going to send them their credentials. Maybe instead of putting all this stuff in here, I might want to add a link that goes to their My Account dashboard. Well, I can go ahead and change what's in this block, but then I could just go over here and look for something that I would send them. For example, I would probably search for a button. Here, I'm just going to drag a button in place, and maybe I'll put this one above here. And then I'll say what I want them to do. Go to your account. because I've already registered and logged them in anyway, they don't really need anything other than the link to the My Account. So it'd be like, well, in this case, I'm on my sandbox, so I'd put in my actual site URL, which I would do spencersandbox.wplaunchify.site my-account. Okay, make sure you spell it right and check it. But the idea is this would then give them a link to go right to their My Account from the email. And just like with the other stuff, I can move it above and below, which allows me to maybe take out some of this other information, make it a little simpler. But for the basics, you can use the merge tags and shortcodes inside of the text areas, which is also quite handy because, you know, this buyer just bought. And I could use, for example, the information that shows the order details, right? So in this case, I might be able to put in the order ID or the item that was purchased. I might be able to put in stuff like the customer's note or their first name or their username. This kind of stuff makes it really powerful for me as the site owner because I can use the transactional email notifications to let me or team members know how we're doing. So just a quick overview. This is a plugin I'm going to probably spend more time on in the documentation of our launch flows as well as the WP Fusion integrations because I really see this as a necessary add-on, something that probably should be part of WordPress and WooCommerce at some point. But right now you can buy it through this terrific YayMail plugin to extend the capabilities of transactional emails and allow you to use marketing automation and a lot of other things. I look forward to showing you more on the next video.